This is a speed, distance, time question. Now, speed is distance over time. I can rearrange that. So time times speed is equal to distance, and therefore time is equal to distance divided by speed. You can get that using a formula triangle if you prefer. Speed, distance, time, cover up time, distance over speed, but try and learn how to rearrange. So for train A, I'm going, my time is, I'm going 120 kilometers, I'm going 80 kilometers an hour. This is actually 1.5 hours. Meanwhile for B, the time is going to be 120 divided by 50, which is 2.4 hours. So the difference is 0.9 hours. And now to convert to minutes, we can do 0.9 times 60 because there are 60 minutes in an hour. This actually, by a little rejig, is the same as 9 times 6. So we get 54 minutes. Now you could have done this by actually working out hours and minutes for each one. So this would be 1 hour and 30 minutes. Meanwhile, 2.4 hours would be 2 hours and 24 minutes because 0.4 times 60 is 4 times 6, which is 24. And then you can see I need to add 30 on to 1 hour 30 to get to 2 hours, and then add another 24 on, so it is going to be 54. But I kind of did it without needing to do this little bit in red. Right, in part B, we're given a speed in x kilometers an hour, and then we're asked for that speed in meters per second. So what we would do is we would take the speed, x kilometers per hour, and we're going to need to change the units. I'm going to do it little bit by little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is change it to meters, because 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. It's going to become 1,000 x meters per hour. I'm traveling a shorter distance, so I'm traveling more of them, essentially. And now I need to change hours into seconds. 1 hour is 60 minutes, and 1 minute is 60 seconds. So I need to times, so 1 hour is actually 60 squared seconds. But what I must actually do here is not times through by 60 squared, but because it's per hour, I end up dividing by 60 squared. This is definitely where this question can go wrong. I suppose I need to think about the fact that, like, I'm not going to travel as far in 1 second as I am in an hour, so it makes sense that my speed's going to be less in meters per second. That's another reason for why I divide. My first explanation was that I need to, because it's per hour, I need to divide by 60 squared. That's going to give me 1,000 x over 3,600, and that actually is an accepted answer. I personally put 1,000 divided by 3,600 in my calculator, and you would get 5x over 18, or 5 over 18x, which is exactly the same thing. Now I want to talk a little bit more about this if you're not happy, or if you want like a technique for the future to help you. Let's consider that we're going 1 meter in 1 hour. That would be, sorry, not 1 meter, 1 kilometer in 1 hour is 1 kilometer per hour. That is the same as going 1,000 meters in 3,600 seconds. I talked about how 1 hour was 60 square seconds above. So that would be 1,000 meters divided by 3,600 meters per second. I'm using speed equals distance over time here. I'm just trying to show you again why we are dividing by 3,600, and that would be 5 over 18. So it also gives you the constant that you need to times by to go from kilometers per hour to meters per second. And if you wanted to go the other way, from meters per second to kilometers per hour, you would times by 18 over 5. I hope I've made that clear. I think it's tricky. Just be really careful when you get to this bit, but take it step by step and think logically about what's happening. Is it going to become bigger or smaller? If I make the unit smaller, then speed's going to become bigger. If I change hours to seconds, then I'm going to be traveling less fast, so I need to divide by 60 squared. That's it, like intuitively making sense, but I also try to explain it in a few other ways as well. I hope you're okay with this.